Welcome to another episode in the Soul Shine Solstice celebration. We are anchoring light in this powerful portal of a new year 2025. We have two activations today. One is with Robin Ringgold, who shares a light language activation to help us connect to the sacred heart and the higher self. Enjoy.
Shine bright, so shine, so shine, shine bright.
Hello and welcome. This is Susan Taylor Shire, and we are here together at this very special time at the ending of the year to receive your blueprint, your divine destiny, your soul gifts for 2025. It's like a rebirth, as we've done with the solstice, but now we are opening the gates wide to bring in, to receive your beautiful blueprint for 2025. So it can be your best year ever. Now, you may laugh when I say that. How could it possibly be with everything going on in the world? Well, it truly is a time for us to really have the most creative year possible, even in the midst of all that's going on. All right, hold that thought. I just want to take a moment first to introduce myself in case you've never met me before. Again, Susan Taylor Shire, and my work is soul mastery. Soul mastery. I've been working with people and their incredible souls and the beauty of connection to the soul world embodied, to the world of you as a soul and your home worlds beyond this planet for over 30 years. Before that, I did 20 years of energy work. It was called attunement. It was like Reiki, only a little bit different. It started at the same time as Reiki. It's so amazing. Back in 1930, sort of like, woo, in the world, it started attunement, Reiki, and then something called Jo-Rei from Japan. I don't know exactly where attunement was started, but that was definitely, it was in the United States. I don't know where Reiki was started, but isn't it amazing how that happens? Yeah. Anyway, not to get off on a tangent, but I know we love fun facts. So, soul mastery. So I did energy work for many years, and then I took hypnotherapy because I loved that feeling of taking people into deeper places in themselves where we can turn things around much more quickly. And then I started listening to all of this about the Akashic records and your soul. And then I went, wow, I want to get into the level of the soul, the expanse of the soul. Can you feel how I expand when I talk about the soul? I hope you do too. So I read a man named Michael Newton, who does Lives Between Lives. And I went, well, that's cool. That's really cool. And I said, wow, I've got hypnotherapy, which I love, taking people to a deeper level. I want to take them to a deeper level with their soul. I know about the Akashic records and the fact that we came from other worlds before coming here. I started cooking with, wait, what if we could take journeys to these worlds that we have lived in as souls for much longer, deeper time than our incarnations on Earth? What if we could do that? So this is part of your soul blueprint, is to understand where you came from. You don't have to know that today. to understand how to bring that blueprint in. So we're going to do a guided meditation to help you bring your blueprint in. Again, you don't need to know what home world you're from, any of that. You don't even need to be highly intuitive. It'll work. It'll work. The intention is here. We're here together. It's going to happen. So in that regard, I've been working with people for many, many years, and I find that the key is when we connect to our soul, which could be called an equivalent to our higher self. And we're going to sort of go into the future self of your higher self and soul today to open the path towards where you're going. Does the soul know where you're going? Not completely. It is free choice, and you're co-creating it with spirit and all that you desire. There's nothing wrong with you desiring so much. It's called a creative urge. You have longings of your soul to be more of who you are. And when you want to create something new, it's because you want to be more of your new self over and over again. So having wants, desires, urges of the soul, deep dreams of your heart is all a yes to your soul. Is it egotistical? If it lives outside your heart and it's just something in your brain and it's, I'd sure like some more money, that's not going to work. But feel what happens in the difference between, I just want more money. Could you give me more money in 2025, please? And holding something deeply in your heart and even your abdomen, that feeling of being pregnant with, I wish to bring forth more of my creative value, gifts, and soul blueprint, and allow that to come into the manifestation of what I need in the form of money and all sorts of resources to bring that forward at this time. See the difference, feel the difference, replay this and listen to that, and you can write it down for yourself. Something of that nature, a much deeper, soulful blueprint. Okay, so your soul, again, does not get set up. It doesn't already know what's going to happen, and you just need to step into it. Trust spirit, surrender to spirit. That's a little bit of a spiritual bypass. Okay, I'm just going to let spirit create it. Spiritual bypass. You create with spirit. Let's bring it forward. The other is, God, there's so much going on in this world right now. How could I possibly create in the midst of all of that? It's taking all my energy and attention. Well, that's up to you, what takes your attention and your energy, right? And you could say, well, it's an energy world. I feel these things. I'm empathic. I often say to people who are empathic, you're looking for love in all the wrong places. It's an old soul wound that sets you up to feel like you want to be able to help everything and transform it, transmute everything in your world. And so you have a tendency to go out and sort of scoop it in and say, here, I'm going to transform it. As a soul in other worlds, other universes and dimensions, you knew how to do that. But in the earth plane, it doesn't work the same at all. In the earth plane, we have to be holding our authentic sovereign self. And this is part of the meditation we're going to do, is to help you get in touch with your soul and its sovereign nature. Your soul and its sovereign nature in co-creation with your spirit guides who want your fulfillment. When you have that anchor within you of knowing you are connected to all that is of your soul, when you have that inside in confidence and genuine, heartfelt reality, you're not going to be reaching out to everybody else to try to transform the world, because you're going to feel that you have what you need and you are a radiant beacon for that. And anyone that is in your presence will be touched by it. That's what I want to help you do, is come back to not just who you are, who are you kind of thing, right? But to have that anchor of connection to your soul's blueprint living within you, so full that there's no room in the inn, so to speak. So you're not looking for love and looking for connection from others. That's what I call the secondary gain, when you go, oh, I can feel their energy. What does it give you? What does it give you, right? What does it give you? It's like, oh, I want connection. You actually want divine connection, instead of trying to connect to everybody out here through your empathic nature, which is, as you know, quite a handicap. The sensitivity we are supposed to have is meant to be sensitive to the perception and discernment of spirit. Okay, so a couple themes for 2025 that are really, really relevant, as my guides and some of the astrologers have mentioned. I put it all together for us at a soul level. I'm going to drink to that with my little giraffe from South Africa. Woo-hoo. Love that place. Okay. So one of the main themes for 2025 is it's a very creative world for artisans. And I believe all of us on this call could call ourselves artisans. We're creatives. We're healers. We're transformers. That's all part of being an artisan. So your creative juice is going to be amped up in this year ahead. I'm giving a general first, okay? It's going to be amped up, and it needs to work in conjunction with your warrior. Now, the warrior is not necessarily the fighter. The warrior is the warrior for love, the warrior for truth, the warrior for justice, the warrior for harmony, the warrior for peace. So you're not just sitting back and going, I'm sitting in peace. I'm a warrior for peace. I want to bring that forward. I want to find many creative ways as possible to bring forward the creation nature of this world and what I have to bring of my blueprint. So I'm going to be creative in how I put myself forward. And as a warrior, I can't be stopped, right? I can't be stopped. I'm not in hiding. I'm not in shrinking. I am coming forward in ways that I might not have thought. All of a sudden, it's like, oh my gosh, I have the power to make changes in this area, in myself, miraculously quickly. And you want to use that creative warrior combination to bring that forward with discernment. So it's not about boundaries, it's about discernment. Where do I best put my creative warrior nature? Where do I put out my, it's not fight, my perceptive momentum? Where do I put my perceptive momentum moving forward? To know where, as I listen to my guides, I'm like, that ding is something I need to put my juice into for 1 minute, for 6 months, whatever that is. Listen carefully to that. That is so very important, to listen carefully. And that takes living in your heart, not just your third eye, living in your heart. Because the heart is the true barometer for your connection to spirit. The heart, the feeling sensation. And that's what we're going to do as we rebirth your blueprint, receive your blueprint for soul's blueprint for 2025. You're going to receive it in the heart, in the heartland of you, in your sacred heart. That sacred heart is the deeper heart, not the conventional emotional heart where you feel your fears, your rejections, all those things. It is that deeper sacred heart behind your physical heart. In essence, it's a beautiful space of creative void where we are continually saying, let there be light. Let there be light. And what you want to put into that void of let there be light is the light of this dream, the light of this fulfillment, the light of this creation I want to bring in. You see how that works? You want to bring in the light shining upon all that is important to you. So as we connect to receiving to your soul's blueprint, you have your blueprint combined with what it is that's important to you, co-creation. You put it in your sacred heart. And then it gestates there. It brings forward through the rich soil of your feeling connection. Feeling connection. How do I want to put it? A feeling sensation more than connection to your guidance working with you. Okay? Your guidance working with you. Yeah. Okay. So I'm giving you a little blueprint and an outline, a couple of other themes I want to bring in, but we will go through all that so you don't have to remember it. Another important theme is freedom. Woohoo! Didn't we start that in 2024? Yes, we did. We started that in 2024. Well, how does freedom apply to this year? Let's talk about what the year is going to look like in the outer. It's going to be a bit like being on a raft or an inner tube going down the river, rafting. I've done that before, so I have a feeling sensation for it. You may not have, but you get the image. You're going along on the water very easily, very simply, moving along the water. And it's beautiful and it's blissful. And along the way are some rapids, right? And you have to act a little differently when you get to the rapids than when you were in the float of it all, right? Okay. So what do we do when we get to the rapids? You're going to use your creative warrior spirit and that sense of freedom. There's another word I wanted to use. Hold that thought. Yes. Okay. That will come in. Your sense of freedom. Now, you might have a paddle, something of that nature. Going down those rapids as a creative warrior is having the strength, the focus, the determination, the motivation. You're not sitting back and helpless and hopeless going, oh my God, what are we going to do? I'm going to close my eyes and pray that God gets me there, right? Or I'm going to sit back in fear and go, I can't do this. It's too much. All those are familiar feelings, aren't they? Yeah. So remember that when you get to the rapids, when things get a little intense in your field, this could be personally or collectively. They're all connected. And the turnaround can be very quick when you are present and being creative and tuned in. It's okay in that moment to say, all right, guys, be with me now. I could use a little amplification here, please. We're going into a wild ride. The freedom is I am free to ride this rapid the way it works for me. I'm free. Nobody, no rapid, no situation, no heavy water is holding me back. I am free to create my path through this field, so to speak. I am free to create my path through this field. So paramount in this year ahead that you know you have the right, the soul connection to create what is yours. That is very important. Why? Why would that be very important? Because you're going to be tested a little bit. Who's in charge of your life? What's in charge of your life? If it looks like something's going to be taken from you by some system, some person, etc., who's in charge of that? You get to co-create with that person. You could say, well, there's government things I have no say on. Ha, 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 ha. It's not true. Don't believe it anymore, okay? Remember, the power of light is way more powerful than any boss, president, leader, etc. When you come into any situation as light, holding love in your heart, not for the other person, etc., holding love as your warrior anchor. I'm going to create from love as light. When you come into that in the moment, it's got a power that reaches everywhere where light is. This brings me to the next point, which is community. Extremely important this year. But when in that essence place of light, when you bring forth light and love, it's important for you to just go, oh, I'm connected to all beings of light everywhere in every universe when I'm in this place. And I am connected to all people in this world who hold light as important in their own way. No matter what place they're in the awakening process. Okay? So you have instant community, and it is your best community all the time. As you hold that in your heart to be sacred and true and real, whether you know it all or not, I don't know who my guides are. Gee, I don't know who all these people are in the world. Are there really that many? It looks so dark, all that kind of stuff. It's like, hold on, come back to your heart and go, when I am a beacon of light, when I hold that lighthouse in my heart, I am connecting to all light everywhere. And you are free in that moment, and you are connected in community, and you are a warrior for the creation of light in that moment. That warriorship relates to, I'm going to hold this valuable and sacred no matter what, and things will work out. Let me give you a few examples of what's been going on in the world already in that regard, right? This relates to an astrological turn that's already happened in mid-November, something like that, but it will go through 2025. I can't describe the experiences. I only see little snippets of the news, but I get the wisdom from it, okay? In South Korea, there was someone who was going to take over the whole South Korea in a militant, authoritative way. Within 2.5 hours, the people in the parliament, I believe it was the parliament there, said, no, this is no go. And within 6 hours, it was buried and their freedom was back. This was absolutely done with, okay? In Romania, same kind of thing happening, where the so-called dictator energy of their world, again, I'm not being specific and I apologize, I can't hold on to all the details and the energetics. They started turning that around instantly, okay? And said absolutely no to this old way of doing things. Okay. In England, they've already done that. I could tell you other things going on in France, in the United States, little pieces here and there, and we'll see lots more of it in 2025. A lot of creative warrior, no. A lot of creative warrior, that's not going to work here. A lot of creative warrior coming up. You have permission to be part of that, okay? The other thing that was happening is this Syrian leader Assad fell because things are not going so well in Russia. Already all these things are turning around. And all we've been doing is generating light. from where you live, and you may live in some of those places, but it makes a huge difference. I've been saying lately that we have this old belief that we have to have chaos in order to have transformation and change. That is an old blueprint, human blueprint that says chaos activates change. No, no, no. Light activates change, right? When you are connected to light in your soul's blueprint, in yourself, and you receive that, you are a new person and you know it. And you see the situation differently, instantly. You didn't have to go into chaos. You didn't have to go into failure. I could talk about that as it relates to working with a plumbing situation in our house. Boom, I went into light, worked it out. I wasn't the plumber, let me tell you, but working with the people that I needed to work with, it was like, yeah, here's the light in the situation. I had to be a creative warrior. We can use it in our everyday life. Things are happening. We don't have to have chaos for change. We also don't have to have disruptors in order to have change. That's another myth I love busting. The idea is, oh, these people are in place as disruptors to really shake things up. No, no, they're just operating out of the lack of light. And people are buying into it, drinking the Kool-Aid, whatever you want to call it. Back in the days of the fall, this has all been with us before, many times. This feeling of, oh my God, it's all going to collapse. Well, it's not going to this time, but we have been in past lives when it did collapse. And so you're feeling that kind of that very old blueprint in the human world that says, when we rise, we fall, right? We had the fall from grace to begin with, when things were coming into light and all of us advanced souls came in, but the earth plane had already made a choice for the lack of light. Frustrating, horrible. So we've had to work with that blueprint not being brought in, and we're building the new blueprint to bring that in, that this time we won't fail. The same with Lemuria, the same with Atlantis. The old pattern is you have to have a disruptor, and that was true in the old human world. It's not true anymore. We need the increase of light, the community of light, the creative warrior of light to come forward at this time. And as that is the case, it transforms. We've seen that. We're seeing it. It's real. It transforms. So, no more ideas that all this, we have to go to hell to get to heaven, all that kind of stuff. Please let go of that so you can focus more on the light of what it is you're bringing. And in that, no one is evil. There is no group of people trying to destroy the planet. Again, that's old. That's from other times when it might have seemed that it happened. It's not true. It's an energy that wants life force, like a little, what do you call it? Oh, what's the word for it? Not zombie, a vampire, like a vampire, right? It doesn't have it. It's like a needy little child going, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. You got to feed me. And we're like, no, you're not. We're not going to feed you the little fruit gummies all day. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Well, we're not going to give it to you. We know something wiser and better. That's what we're going to feed you. Right? That's what we're going to bring, lift you up, empower you, even for the children who say, I want fruit gummies, and we succumb and give them fruit gummies, and then we go, God, why did I do that? Start with forgiveness. Then you're going to go, well, the diet we're giving you is light, and the food we're giving you is light filled, and it will nourish you. And that's what we're here for, is to help nourish from love as light. Light is the power fueled by love. Okay. Let's all take a deep breath. And take another deep breath before we start our meditation, I guess we're going to call it. And as we take a breath, let yourself receive. Feel yourself as a cup. You as a divine cup. What would you like to receive from the universe of you and from your soul blueprint? What matters to you? Give yourself a moment to focus on that. What matters to you for this moment, for 2025? Feel what that is, just very simply. But mostly put your attention on being a cup to receive. Holy Grail. I am a divine cup available to receive what the larger energies, my soul blueprint, my guides have to bring me at this time. I am a divine cup. And when I am a divine cup and I'm filled with these energies that we will fill you with, my cup runneth over, and you become an instant, radiant, generous, prosperous, abundant influence in the world. Your contribution is beautiful. Take a few deep breaths. Now I want you to say thank you so much to your beautiful guides. You may not know them. You may not feel them. You may question who they are, all of that. But they're with you. They're with you. Just take a moment to close your eyes and say thank you. Thank you for your beautiful presence in my life always. I look forward to hearing you, seeing you, feeling you, being with you in so many ways, so many synchronicities. Thank you. Thank you for your ever abiding presence in my life. You are a star-studded cast in the performance of my life. You are a star-studded cast in the performance of my life. Just take a moment more of gratitude. All that is, all that has been, as we move into this new year, our gratitude for all that has come to this point sits well in our heart and our soul to create the next chapter. A foundation of gratitude, a foundation of receptivity. Take your time with this. You can even journal it for a second. Even journal it for a second. I am so grateful. Even if a part of you feels like crap, it's okay for that part to feel awful. But your sacred heart in your soul is still grateful for various dimensions of experience that you bring to this moment. Take another deep breath if you feel complete. One little secret for getting out of your head and into your heart. We got so many tools in the toolbox for us today. One of those tools is if you want to do a quick meditation of getting out of your head into your heart, if you're having trouble getting distracted by a situation, a plane overhead, whatever it is, put your attention on the back of your heart by your spine, as though you're breathing in to your spine behind your heart. Put your attention there and breathe into that area. Put your attention back of your heart by your spine. And you can bring in golden light. You can bring in sparkles. Anything you want. Bringing off that little bell into that beautiful heart space to get out of your head into more of your heart. Coming into a greater place of peace to be able to receive more of what it is that's yours to bring. Receiving your soul's blueprint. We're not there yet, don't worry. And now when you're in that beautiful heart space of gratitude, receptivity, as much as you are right now, it's okay. It's sufficient. It's enough. It will always build and grow. That's part of being a creative warrior. You're a creative warrior for expanding your inner dimensions of bringing in light, truth, and love. Always. That is something you have complete control over, right? You have complete control over how you bring light in. And how often you bring that light in and that love in. Okay. Take another deep breath. To receive your soul's blueprint, we're going to go to a sacred space, like a temple. A temple space for you can be anything. It can be a big gold temple. It can be the redwood forest. It can be a little dollhouse, whatever it is. Okay, but don't go there yet. Woo, wait, put on the brakes. You may see it and go, okay, before you go, I want you to imagine that you have a coat on, a shawl, a wrap around you. See yourself with that. And if you're the kind of person that says, I don't visualize, just imagine it. That's creative imagination, and that's how your guides love to work. You can imagine a feeling sensation of a cloak or a sweater. And imagine that this cloak, sweater, coat, whatever it is, energy around you, holds all the burdens, all the heaviness, all the stuff of your feeling that life is a burden. And it's hard and it's overwhelming and it's too much. And when will I get a break? Where's the joy? It's all a burden. Let yourself feel those things for a moment. I'm terrified. Feel that as a cloak you have put on to hide your soul. Your soul gets wrapped in this covering and it can't come out and play. Your soul's blueprint can't come out and play. So now you're going to see yourself taking that cloak off. Now that intention will set in motion the change. You may still have a few feelings of burden and overwhelm and all of that, but you set in motion. I am done with this. I'm ready to step into my soul's blueprint for 2025 and all I can be. taking that off. Now, imagine another little cloak or shawl or covering that is filled with, I can't forgive that person. I can't forget that situation. It still is with me. And maybe this even relates to Atlantis, Lemuria. I can't forgive all those people that voted a certain way. I can't forgive the fact that Atlantis fell. I can't forgive the fact that we separated from our blueprint and our soul. I just can't forgive that. I can't feel that as a suit of armor. A suit of armor. That has constricted you. It's okay that you have it. We all have some of that. Some call it a heart wall. I call it right now. It's coming forth as a suit of armor. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take that suit of armor, and if it shows up again, you're going to go, yeah, I don't want this anymore. But how do you do that? You forgive. So come into your beautiful heart space and bring some light into your heart space. And it can be any color, but make it soft colors. You can put your hand over your heart. Light, pale blues, pale pinks, luminescent colors, if you'd like, any color you wish. Bring it into your heart space. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. And then imagine that situation, that person, that group of people, that old lifetime, or that pattern of failure, or that pattern of stupidity, or that pattern of, you see what I mean? I can't forgive stupid people. Just be honest about it, right? It's okay. I can't forgive those stupid people. They're having an influence on my life. Okay? Why are you going to forgive them for their behavior? In this moment, you're going to bring that light into that. I'm going fairly quickly. You're going to bring that light into the situation as you see it in front of you. Those stupid people, the government, I can't forgive such and such that happened, a particular whatever, personal or global situation. I'll never be able to forgive that. Put that in front of you. And we're doing that so you don't hold on to that in your precious, beautiful heart. You put it outside yourself. It's not going to be part of me anymore. I want to bring in something larger of my soul's blueprint so it can shed light into these areas that don't feel very light in my awareness. And shine that beacon of light, that lighthouse that you are, onto that situation, not to try to change it, but to say, I am the power of light. And that situation is just a situation. The power of light that I am, connected to my soul blueprint, which we're going to go for, much more powerful than that little dust ball. And now, what do I want for you? The full Monty. That's part of my blueprint. I want you to be successful and fulfilled. Is that overly empathic, people pleasing? Nope. Nope. I am just shining brightly, inspiring, empowering, so that you can be lifted into all that you are. There's a difference. There's a big difference. I don't get bogged down by doing what I do. 30 years of it. I'm not a burnt out healer, because all I'm doing is allowing you to be inspired and uplifted and let you come into your greatness of soul and connection. Be your divine cheerleader. Okay. All right. So now imagine, ooh, there you are, a little more free of those cloaks, a little more in your heart space. And I want you to, ooh, this is good, hold a magic wand. Hold a magic wand and then see an angel or a being that's with you, next to you, walking with you. The magic wand is your creativity. The warrior is the being that's next to you, the one that wants to help keep you connected to your guidance and being light. It's going to hold that space for you. Okay. Magic wand, heart in place, free at last. Now I want you to imagine or ask for your guidance. Okay? Your guidance to be with you right now. Feel yourself, and if you want to expand into the universe to connect to your greater guidance and bring them in, feel yourself expanding in your energy field around you and saying, I call you in, beloved guidance of mine. I call you in to be part of my community for my soul and its blueprint emerging. I call you in. Maybe you see beings, maybe you see sparkles, maybe you see stars, maybe you feel a presence, colors. Remember, thank you, thank you, thank you for being with me. We'll draw them in. Thank you for being with me. You are my best friends, my best buddies. You are a part of me. Thank you. Then as you do this, remember you can put it on pause if you need more time to do your meditation the way it works for you. That's being a creative warrior. It's free as well. I'm going to do it the way it works for me. Then imagine yourself moving towards that temple space. Or in that temple space, again, it doesn't matter what it is, whatever shows itself is true and real. You may see a flower that you're going to go into or connect to closely. That temple space holds your soul blueprint for 2025. So you're going to go into that temple space. You can walk in regally, you can run, you can jump, etc. Walking towards that space. Moving into that temple space, that sanctuary of you. Opening your arms and your energy and your heart to receive. Receive, receive. Asking for words, picture, colors. It's all symbol and metaphor. It's not going to be them saying, this is what's going to happen for you in 2025. We have to plant the seed of your blueprint within you, and that's what you're asking for. So I'm hoping it's something like a metaphor or symbol or something creative that doesn't make sense to your mind. That's good. Bringing that in, allowing that to be there, listening, receiving. Listening, receiving. Thanking even before you receive it. Thank you even before you receive it. listening, receiving, lifting your heart to receive. Remembering that you can come back and do this anytime. Okay, we're going into that temple and you're going to see something. Maybe it's a scroll. I let you see what you see. What I see right now is a scroll, that it's all written. In your soul, there is a blueprint, but the scroll is blank. It's not that it's all set in stone written. It is available. It is on this precious, sacred Akashic record, blueprint of your soul, available for you to activate. So you want just a few little, a symbol, a metaphor, even again, if it's just a scroll, you're going to thank the beings for that. Thank your soul for that. Feel yourself in that beautiful sanctuary of temple, space. Hold whatever it is that came sacred. Bring it into your sacred heart space like a seed that you're planting in rich soil. And at this moment in time, the rich soil is the most important piece. The rich soil, how you allow it to gestate. Whatever you got, let it gestate in your heart and watch the magic happen and unfold. And it will start. It will start right away and you'll go, wow, look at that. That just transformed like that. Ah, it must be because I'm connected to my soul and my guides, and the blueprint for this year is going to open a lot of creative doors with much momentum. And yes, there's going to be a ride down some rapids, but I have this. Not a safety mechanism, not a protection mechanism. I have this anchored within me that holds my soul in co-creative, being co-creatively intact with me. Now, as you feel yourself, see yourself in that temple. Vow that you will never leave this temple space. This isn't a meditation where you come back from the temple and come back to your human life. Nope. You're going to bring that temple with you, with that symbol. Bring the temple all around your body right now. Bring that temple space all around you and in you, the essences of it, the feeling of it, etc. And then bring that, whatever it was that showed up as it relates to your symbolically, metaphorically, visually, creative imagination feeling of your soul blueprint into your sacred heart now, to hold near and dear. All the way down to your belly, your toes, everything. Again, you can pause here and keep it going even more so as we complete. What I want you to do is feel you can trust this. Know that you can trust this. Hold this sacred, even if you doubt it's going to get you where you want to go. Even if you don't feel you'll be supported for having this perception, this discernment, this wisdom, this new way of being, hold it sacred within you. Let the soil get richer and richer and richer within you. It says, yes, I am available for the creative genius that I am, connected to my guides, to my soul and its original blueprint, connected to all my home worlds that know me, understand me, and see me, and are a part of this revelation for this year ahead with me. Take a moment to celebrate what you have planted that will blossom surely in the garden of your beautiful connection that you have made today as you hold this temple space. And whatever showed up in your temple space sacred, it will blossom and grow. And it will be even faster because of this. Whatever it is you're wanting to manifest will speed up because you've connected it in with your guides and your soul, your blueprint and your destiny. I am so grateful to be with you today. Thank you for spending this hour with me. Ooh. Please feel free to come back and listen to all of this. Stay in the bliss. Do not say, now I got to get back to my life. Keep your temple with you as you walk into your life. It is a sacred part of you, always has been. Now you get to embody it. Now you get to be an embodied temple space. And if there's anything else you need from me, want from me, you can email me at Susann with 2 N's at soulmastery.net. And my website is soulmastery.net. And there are lots of free gifts on the home page for you, soulmastery.net, and so many fun things happening in 2025 from my perspective of what I have to offer. So stay tuned. So much more for your beautiful soul to experience and be part of, and allow yourself to receive it, receive it, receive it, being that divine cup of reception. Blessings to your year ahead. I am with you, as is your community of light, invisibly and visibly, with deep, abiding love.
So shine, so shine, shine.